Good morning, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome back to the channel. Did y'all miss me? I know it's been a while since I've been over here. About a week. I've been going live mostly on social media because I've just been in like a busy schedule. It's the holidays. I had to celebrate my daughter's birthday. I've just been busy doing some Christmas shopping, running errands. So now we're here. Welcome to the live. Definitely miss you guys. What's up, y'all? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we're going to be talking about stay calm in December. Stay calm in December so you can get your gifts, ladies. Y'all are doing too much. Men are trying to trigger you right now so they don't have to buy that nice gift. They're trying to make you mad so that they can disappear and go spend time with their side chick or say they don't have to buy you no gift. You got to be vigilant and stay calm. How y'all doing? You got to be so calm. You got to have your wish list already made. You got to know what your goals are this December. All right? Not to get mad, not to start an argument, not to get no gifts, not to look stupid, but to keep them gifts coming in on your roster from whoever and getting this money. All right? That's your goals. Thank you for your agent, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate you, girl. So, remember, 'tis the season to be triggered, so those guys don't have to buy you gifts. Don't let it get to you, man. Just, oh, that's okay. I'll talk about it later. You're good. All right, then. As long as you're happy. You're not going to be triggered by dumb stuff that y'all are just triggered by naturally, which is pick me stuff, half of it. You're going to stay calm and get all your gifts, all right? And your money. Stay calm, listen to SHERA MJ every day. Thank you, girl. Simone in the 90s. Yes. So some of y'all are getting triggered by the stupidest stuff. And y'all are going to be on here December 26th talking about, he didn't give me no gift. Okay, because you're not listening to me. All right. Y'all are going to get mad over the most pygmicious things, the most insecure things, and mess up your whole holiday season. So I'm here to help you. All right. Stop worrying about what they're looking at online. Stop worrying about who they're looking at in public. Stop worrying about things they already gonna do, whether you're there or not, whether they know you or not. Okay? Stop worrying about it. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is collect his money and make yourself look better and keep yourself top notch. Okay? So let's not be a pygmy this holiday season. And let's remember who we are and that we're here to collect. Okay, not to be in our feelings, not to be somebody's pygmy, not to be someone's mother. Okay, so y'all have to do better. Yes, detach and attach to your gift and your wish list. Okay, attach to that wish list. Every time you getting ready to get mad, pull out your wish list. I have a wish list. Okay, I have my wish list on Amazon, and if you have a wish list, pull out that wish list and keep looking at it. And remember, this is what you're fighting for. All right. It's not worth it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said feelings don't pay bills. That is correct. So whip out that wish list every time you're going to get angry and continue to look at what the possibilities are. Because some of y'all be just getting angry over the things that don't even matter and you ruin everything and then you look silly. You know what I'm saying? So I have a little wish list. It's not that much. Because I pretty much have everything that I want anyway. I try to keep it simple for the things that most people can afford. Because my taste is very nice. But I'm not super extravagant, but I do like nice things. So I try to keep it stuff within people's budget. So also remember that, ladies. If your wish list is out of your man's budget and you don't have another man with a higher budget, you also gotta stay realistic, ladies. Okay? Because they may take one look at that wish list and they may laugh at you. So it has to be within their budget. Something that is nice. Here's my wish list. If you want to look at it, it's not all that, but A lot of people ask me to share it every year because some of you guys like to send me gifts, or my Patreon likes to send me gifts. So I try to keep things reasonable. But if you're going to give your wish list to a man, it needs to be in his budget, what he can afford, what you like, something nice, something you deserve, of course. Don't try to make him spend what he doesn't have, because if you don't have it, how can he spend it? And you're less likely to get anything, you know. So my suggestion is you make a wish list and you put things on there that are very expensive, and the actually thing that you actually want, make it within his budget. Okay, so say like you want a purse, all right? Put 5 other things on there that are like 3 times more expensive than the actual purse that you want. And then he'll get the cheapest one if you don't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one you actually want. So go way out of the range that you know he can afford with the other distraction gifts on the wish list. And the actual gift that you actually want that is in his budget, you know you're most likely to get that if it's compared to more expensive gifts, okay? So for example, if you want a nice purse and it's like $2,000-$3,000, you put up other purses that are way more than that. So that looks like the cheapest option. Instead of just putting that one purse up there with nothing else, or other little smaller gifts that cost a couple hundred, you know, he's going to probably choose the lesser. But if that is the lesser, that's what he's going to get. So make you a little distraction wish list as well. Okay. Distraction gifts. That means more expensive gifts than that one you actually want. Make sure your item that you really want is the least expensive on the list if you know he can't afford the other ones. Okay. That'll make him look like he tried and he did something. Okay. A different wish list for each person. That's right. You know what they can afford and you know what they can do. Exactly. I would definitely recommend doing a nice wish list. So if you have like, okay, so I like to do stuff like this. Like, I like makeup, I like jewelry, I like purses, I like perfumes, right? And I like clothes. So who doesn't? I do one list, all makeup. I give it to girls because they like buying makeup anyway. Do one list with all like home stuff for family. Do one list with like your perfumes and jewelry and stuff for your man. Okay. So men aren't going to want to buy you makeup, but they'll buy you jewelry and perfume. But put that on your wish list for your like coworkers, your friends, your cousins, your sisters, and da da da. It is fun making wish lists. So make sure you do that accordingly. Don't put everything on that man's wish list that he doesn't even know what it is. I'm sure he can order it, but when men enjoy shopping for you, it's even more fun and they like to do it. So make sure it's an enjoyable experience. All right. Yep. Don't fight in December. Stay calm so you can get your wish list fulfilled. Okay. If you can't even control your emotions for 1 month in December, you should know and understand that you are not in control of your emotions and that man is in control of you because he can trigger you and he easily knows how to trigger you. So how to tell if a man is in control of you is if he can trigger you. All right. You're tired of men being intimidated by me. You dress down, play dumb. They don't offer me help. Assuming what I'm doing wrong, I'm educated too. Okay, let me see what you look like, Miss Ma'am. This your real picture? Thank you, Lana. Okay, they don't take you seriously. They're intimidated by you because you don't. Okay, so this is your real picture. You are an attractive young lady. Keyword young. You are educated, which means you're smarter than them. You're young and you're beautiful. They can't do anything to impress you. You know what I mean? They think that you can go get any old rich person, or they think that you're too good for them and you won't take them seriously. You just want their money. So that's why they're not taking you seriously. Okay. And the thing that you need to do in order to be taken seriously is you need to look like the type of woman that they want to. I don't know how old you are, but if you're looking for a provider or husband type, that's what you need to look like, a wife type. Okay. And when I say wife type, I mean look like the role of a wife. if you're out there looking like a baddie and a hottie and a supermodel and looking beautiful, they're not going to take you as seriously as they would someone who's more classy, wife-like. Men are silly. They see women for different things. They may see you as someone to take to a gala to impress their coworkers, but they may not see you as someone to settle down with and raise kids with and do all this with. You know what I mean? So men also are very selective when it comes to their women. And they think, you're too beautiful for them, or you're too educated for them, or you're too young for them, and you're not going to take them seriously because of how you look. So a lot of times it could be that you're the type of woman that has to date someone that comes from family money, someone younger that comes from family money, so it looks correct. You know what I mean? Old men know that why you're there, and they don't understand it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said marry me thousands of dollars for meetups. How to keep getting the money and navigate. I think you're doing a good job, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what to do. I don't think you need an answer to that. You're good. Keep going. Make sure you make your wish list and give your wish list to all those dudes as well. Okay. You said Jenny from the Block Vibes. Girl, it's cold outside today. And I thought I would just match. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay. They keep saying you're so gorgeous, but not doing what they need to do to keep me. Okay. That's because they see you as an object, not a person. Okay. So, ladies, y'all have to understand this. Men see us as objects, not people. All right. So, you'll have to understand this. Okay. I'm going to give you an example. One of the reasons I don't drive a certain types of cars is because it's too flashy. All right. One of the reasons I keep a low profile is because it's too flashy. I don't want all that attention. I don't want certain things, giving me that much attention. I can drive way nicer car than I drive, darling. Okay. But I like that much attention from people that I don't know. So men treat us like objects. If you're a very beautiful woman, they don't want that much attention. They don't want people gawking when y'all walk through the door. Okay. Oh, why is he with that supermodel? He's just, what does he do for a living? Is he paying all her bills? Some men don't like that. You said you have a Porsche. I know. I could be driving way better than that, though. But what I'm telling you guys is I don't like all that attention. Like, especially I live in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So if I bust out in a certain type of car, it's gonna grab too much attention, and I don't like that because then you become a target, or people are like always staring at you and looking at you, and I don't like that. I just like low profile. You know what I mean? So same thing with women. With some guys, they like a low profile woman that doesn't cause too much gawking. They may like what you look like, just like I might like the nicer car, but that doesn't mean that I want the attention that comes with it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's like to be a very, like, they keep calling you beautiful and gorgeous, right? That's what it's like. It's like being a very nice car. Even though they can probably afford it, they don't want the attention that comes with it. You know what I mean? So you say you try looking less and doing this and doing that. Remember, it's also the age thing and, the questions that will come with the relationship. So that's why I say you need to go find someone who's slightly younger from old money or family money. It'll make more sense that way. Okay. Hang around rich neighborhoods. Okay. Look for people your own age that are driving out of those rich neighborhoods. Their daddy's money. That's what you need. Okay. Daddy's money, Ivy League colleges, go to football games and basketball games of Ivy League colleges. They got daddy's money. Go hang around exclusively rich areas near the suburb neighborhoods. All the places that these young guys going to frequent, they're going to come from family money. Okay. So You need a family money man. You need a young guy that's about close to your age, slightly higher, slightly a little bit older, that it doesn't look obscene. You said it's giving cruel intentions. Exactly. Go get you some old money trust fund dude, okay? They're looking for y'all anyway. The young trust fund guys are looking for women like that. So go find them. What? Okay, so yeah. I'm sure that'll be fun. Sure, when I'm going out with a man, should I be more flirty, outgoing, and playful, or reserved and quiet? That depends on you and the man. You need to learn how to read the situation. You can know how to act by a man's personality. You know? Try being subtle at first. Test the waters, see what he responds to. And if you see his face light up and he smiles, more of that. You know? You said find a trust fund guy. Yes. If you're young and gorgeous and being with an older man is, they're afraid because of all the stares. Because some guys are afraid of the same thing. Some older men are afraid of looking crazy with a younger, gorgeous woman. So they're less likely to take you seriously. So that's why you need to go find a trust fund, sons with the dad's money. Yeah, and we're not crashing out in December anymore. We're letting everything slide until December 26th. Okay. On December 26th, let them have it, ladies. But up until then, get your gifts. You saw a photo you saw your boyfriend in a photo with a woman. She looks richer than me. Good for her. You know what? Who cares? Get your gifts. We don't care. You know what? How to not become attached to men? I become attached so easily. I need a rude awakening. Okay. Okay, Emil Rosa. You need a rude awakening. If you're attaching to a man and they're not beneficial to you, you're attaching to hope, you're attaching to potential, and you're attaching to an idea. You're not attaching to what they have done for you, what they're able to do for you, and their commitment to you. You're not attached to any of that. You're attached to an idea, okay? Because you could take that particular man and take him out of the picture and replace him with any man, and you will still be attached. You understand what I'm telling you? So you're not attached to the particular individual. You're attached to the idea, okay? What you need to get attached to is the idea of benefiting from this man, okay? You need to attach to the idea of, is this man beneficial to me? If he is not beneficial to you, why get attached? Because you will attach to any man because you have a problem seeking validation. Okay? You need to attach to anything. It doesn't even matter what it is. Okay? You could have 5 different men and you put them in the same position with you, and you will attach to each and every one. Why? Because you're not attached to them individually. You're attached to the idea of a man. And when you're attached to the idea of a man, it means you're attached to what they're supposed to be doing for you. And you're also attached to all that you've given to them in order for them to want to do those things for you. And they haven't. Most of the time, they haven't. So you're attached to what the energy and the time you've put into them, the idea of what they're supposed to be doing, and their potential. Okay? Nothing tangible that you are attached to. Their physical being could be replaced by anybody's physical being. You're not attached to them individually. You're attached to the idea of them. Think about it. So this is how you detach. If this man is not beneficial to your wallet, to your bank account, you do not get attached to them because they are not attached to you. They're not drawing your name in hearts and writing Mrs. whatever his last name is. They're not thinking about the wedding date. They're not thinking about any of those things. Okay. They're thinking, well, I hope she doesn't want me to commit and get married anytime soon because I'm not even trying to do that. Okay. I hope she's, they're not looking at you the same way you're looking at them. They're not attaching to you in the same way you're attaching to them. So the more you become attached to a man, thinking that he's attaching to you the exact same way, he is not. He is attaching to you because you're available to him and you're doing the most and you're attaching to him and he's doing little of nothing. So you got to think about it like that. Okay, 35, he's 52. First date went great, dinner and concert, but he kept pulling out a brick of cash, seemed a little ghetto. Doing so, what do you think? It is ghetto. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. 52, girl, he trying to look like he got something. So ask him for some money. Hey, whenever they pull out that cash, just ask him for money. All right? Because that's what I do. If you pulling out a water cash around me, I'm asking for some. I'm sorry. That's just a habit. I'm just going to ask. Don't pull out. I mean, it's a cashless society almost today. If you're going to pull out cash, it's for a reason. You know, you want to be seen, you want to flash, and you want people to ask you for some, right? So the next time he pull out a stack of cash, ask him for some money. Say, ooh, give me some. How much you giving me? How much you got for me? Because that's what I do. And they laugh and they give me some. Because you know what? Why are they pulling it out? Why are they flashing it if they don't want me to ask for it? That's my question. Okay. Is it even real? Did he order that cash on Amazon? Or is it real? You better get you one of them markers. Sprinkle. He might have some of it on the top and the rest fake on the bottom. You better get you a testing marker. That man is doing dumb stuff like that. What the heck? Anyway, and hopefully it's legal. Every time you pull it out, have your hand out. Got me some. You said what? You said it might be Monopoly money or that Amazon money, that fake money you can order online that looks real. Which date is okay to have a kiss and on? We had 2 dates so far. I think he expected a kiss, but I was quite reserved. Okay. Do you want to kiss this man? I always ask y'all this first. Do you want to kiss this person? Because if you don't want to kiss him, you don't kiss him. Because I don't know if this man is your type, if he's gross, if you never planned on kissing him, if you want to kiss him, that's up to y'all. You kiss a man when you feel like kissing him, period. Okay? And you don't kiss him unless he's definitely doing the most on those dates at least, okay? If you're impressed, wonderful. If you're not, no kiss, baby. 0. Plus, you don't know what them people got on their lip. You need to ask them some questions before you do that. Unless they paying all your bills. Man taking you on dinner date, how to just get money instead. I buy myself whatever I want already, don't want to waste time. Okay, tell him you want to go on a shopping date. So you know what? It's the holiday season. I'm trying to, keep my figure. Let's go on a shopping date instead. It is the holidays, and I do need to go walk around and look at some gift ideas. Let's go on a shopping date instead. You can do some Christmas shopping while you're there. Perfect time to go on a shopping date. So maybe we can get a snack or something. I don't know. Let's go on a shopping date. Go to a nice high-end shopping center where they have places like bars and stuff to get drinks afterwards, after the nice shopping, okay? Why do people want to get physical so quickly? So that they can dismiss you so quickly after, okay? Let me tell you all a secret. Men that want to roll around on the mattress fast want to get you off the mattress fast and get the next one in fast. All right? Because they don't plan on having you around very long, so they need to get you in and out. Okay? The faster they rush you to the mattress, the faster they're going to rush you out. Remember that. And the reason why is because if you're easily gotten to roll around on the mattress, then everybody can roll around on the mattress with you. And do you think they want that type of woman? Probably not. So they'll dismiss you as soon as you roll around. If you roll around quickly, they dismiss you quickly because they think you roll around quickly with everyone prior to them. So do you really think that they want you? They just wanted a turn. Understand what I'm telling you? So stop rolling around quickly. A man will say, oh, don't worry, I'm not that type of guy. He will say anything that he needs to say in order to get you on the mattress. The only thing you need to believe from him is that he can pay your bills and he can invest in you. And you will not be rolling around on the mattress if you want him to invest in you, okay? How do you keep calm and collected and not emotionally but strategic before during that time of the month? Okay. You keep your mind on the prize, okay? You keep your mind on the prize, okay? And you stay vigilant not to be triggered that time of the month. You do calming things. You have some water sounds flowing in the background. You light you a lavender candle. You take time, listen to some meditations. I don't care, but you know what you got to do, okay? You stay away from people that trigger you. You say, I just want to be alone right now because I don't feel well. You fake your illness. You fake some cramps. You fake some sickness or whatever, and you just stay away, okay? Stay away from people that trigger you or that will trigger you. Just be by yourself, okay? That way you can't get triggered. Lie, say, oh my God, I have a headache. I need to go lay down. If you know that person is going to trigger you. Can you play a player? How do I secure it, my provider? You play a player by being a player and a better player at that. You have a roster, okay? And you just get their money and don't worry about them. Sprinkle. That's what players do. They get their money, okay? They're not worried about whatever, okay? They focused on you. Players are mostly focused on themselves, not the other person. They're not trying to play a player. They're trying to get what they want out of the situation. So if you're not trying to get what you want out of the situation, which should be money, you're not going to play a player. Okay? You're not playing a player if you don't get no money out of them. Mm-hmm. You said what? Someone says exercise and take magnesium. It helps and works wonders. Of course. No online dating ever. Okay, Simone in the 90s, yeah. Dating online is for desperate people or people that don't have a lot of time and don't have a lot of time to go and find actually people that are worth it. They'll just take the scraps left online because that's all that they can do. You know what I mean? They take the scraps left online because they don't have time to go out and mingle with people that are, decent. All right. And you don't want someone that doesn't have time to go out and mingle. Then you're going to complain that he doesn't have time for you. And then you're going to find him on the dating app still dating. So what's the point? It's dumb. Okay. It doesn't go together. It doesn't make sense. So it is scraps. You know what I'm saying? So y'all like my little compact? Isn't it cute? Yes. I also have the highlighter. Hold on. Yeah, I have a little fingerprint on it. Let me wipe that finger. Also have the highlighter. So this is, I was so upset because I dropped it and it cracked a little bit, but I got it back in place. The highlighter inside. So this is my Dolce & Gabbana highlighter. This is what I have on right now. And I like that. I picked that up. It comes with a little brush too. This brush. Let me get that off. And then I got the eyeshadow as well. And this is what the eyeshadow looks like. There's different colors, but this is the one I got. So I'm wearing it right now. like a nude palette with a little sparkle in it. So I got this by Dolce & Gabbana this past weekend. I got Sasha some stuff too. It was her birthday weekend. Okay. You bought tickets to a fashion magazine dinner and high-end wine tasting. Will report back on freestyling results. Okay, ma'am. That sounds good. Yes. Well, enjoy. Let us know how how it goes. Remember, ladies, when a man does something for you, you don't owe him a thing. And I think some of y'all need to hear this over and over. I don't think I talk about this enough. I don't think I talk about this enough. When a man does something nice for you, when he gifts you, when he takes you out to dinner, you don't owe him a thing. The only thing you owe him is a thank you. All right? The words thank you are enough. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, ladies, that if you value yourself on the highest level, the only thing you owe a man when he does anything for you is thank you. Okay? Some of y'all don't value yourselves enough and you think you owe them something. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that the thing you owe them is a thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's it. Nothing else. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because some of y'all are like, well, I go out on day 2. When do I get to kiss him? When do I kiss him? What if he asks, what does he get in return? Da, 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 da. Let me tell you something. If a man is asking you what he's getting in return, he doesn't like you anyway. Okay? If a man says, well, what are you going to do for me? He don't like you. Okay? Y'all need to listen to what I just said. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. If a man says, what are you going to do for me if I do this for you? He does not like you. Especially in the beginning of dating or while dating this man, he does not like you. He is looking for a fast, easy exchange. Okay? And he doesn't respect you, nor does he like you. You understand? So if you're trying to find a man that wants to invest in you long-term and heavily, he's not going to ask you for anything in exchange. He's going to want to impress you. He's going to want to invest time, energy, and money into you. But if he wants a quick exchange, what he's going to do, and if he's a breadcrumber, he's going to say, what are you going to do for me? Because obviously, if he doesn't have enough money to give kindly and to impress you and to invest in you, he's going to want to get a return on what he's worked hard for. If you got a man that works hard for his money, he's not easily going to give it away because he's struggling. And so he's going to want something in exchange for his hard work because he's not one of those type of guys who makes money in their sleep. You understand what I'm telling you? So you need to find a man that makes a lot of money or that really, really likes you enough not to ask you for an exchange or anything in return. Just a simple thank you, a way to impress you, invest in you over time. That's what they're really supposed to be doing. Okay, the quality black men that you see out there are all with white women, and the white men seem less interested since Trump got back. And I don't look at the world like that, darling. I look good, and if you look good, any man will look at you, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't look at the world like that, and that's not. Let me tell y'all something. If you stop looking at the world that way and just go to the rich side of town, and you look good, and you're focused on you, and you're self-obsessed, self-obsessed, none of that stuff is going to matter. I promise you. All right. Y'all are looking too deeply into it. A man is a visual creature. They like what they see. They're attracted to attractive women. Period. Done. Okay. You're thinking too much. Definitely. Okay. So that's all in your mind. I'm serious. I promise you. Because when I go out, I see men that look all different colors, pulling all different types of men, getting all different kind of special treatment. So I don't know what you over there overthinking over there. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You over there overthinking, girl. Calm down, glow up, and go get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Go to the rich side of town, darling. Not the average side of town. Go to the rich side of town. There you go. Y'all are in the average side of town where people are working hard and clocking in, and y'all need to go to rich side of town. Those problems aren't like that over there. We will be able to order your perfume in here. Did you have the link to my perfume, darling? Here, I'm a. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Let me get you the link, darling. Yeah, let's see. Let me give you the link. Oops, I'm on the wrong website. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Hold on. What the heck? Okay, try this link. See if you can order. Your perfume is being delivered today, Misha Tay. Okay, I hope you love it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, yep. Click that link right there. It's also in the description bar as the first link or the second link. I'm not sure. You'll see it. Okay. You're saying the dates tonight. You canceled first date at Nobu. Don't work dinner though. What to do? I want him to pay me. Okay. Honestly, did you have a financial obstacle that was keeping you from going to the date? Like Aunt Ethel, or some issues with your car, some fake issues with your car, some fake issues with fake Aunt Ethel? Did you put financial obstacles in your path in order for him to solve? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes men just want dinner company and they don't want to give you money. So, if he likes you a lot and you put those financial obstacles in his path, he'll remove at least one of them. You know what I mean? By giving you the money that you need. If he really is trying to impress you and he really likes you and he really wants you to be seen out in public with him, he will remove those financial obstacles before a date. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to financially glow up and not be Barbara the Builder? By putting all your energy into yourself and not a man. Becoming self-obsessed, not man-obsessed. Not worried about how to keep a man, but having a man worried about how to keep you. That's how. You flip the script and become the main character of your life. And you are not male-centered. That's how. Thank you, Hound Lover, for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, that's literally it. You just become the main character of your life, and you are not male-centered. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome. What? He's saying he has dreams of you, and tell him you have dreams of him giving you money. See if he can make it come true. Oh my gosh, I had a dream about you too. You were giving me like a big present, and I was like, oh my gosh, what could it be? And I was unwrapping it, and it was just taking forever to unwrap it. I kept unwrapping, and then it was like a big box of cash money. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did you know I needed money? And you were like, I just know because I'm smart and I really like you. And then I woke up. Tell him that. Tell him you dreamed about him giving you a big box of money. Thank you. Okay, ma'am, the way that you're wording lets me know that that is not classy talk, ma'am. Okay, Yvonne, that's not classy. And we don't go around telling people anything. We just let them spend money because we look pretty. Okay. Wonderful. You don't tell them anything. They don't need to know any of that. All they need to know is what you like, how much money you need. You know what I'm saying? When you give out too much information, that's your downfall. Okay. And we're not wording things like that because it is very unclassy, darling. Okay. We're saying we are self-obsessed and we're not telling any more than needs to be told. You understand? We're keeping all that stuff private because it is private. And I don't know why so many young women these days want to tell everything about everything. That's none of anyone's business. You know what I mean? The whole point of dating a man is not for you to tell them that you're not rolling around on the mattress with them. The whole point is to collect their money while they're trying to impress you, while they're investing in you, while they're trying to keep your attention. Because they may want to roll around on the mattress with you. They want to roll around on the mattress with anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to tell them a thing. Give them false hope and keep your money and keep their money. Okay? None of that stuff needs to be said or discussed. Exactly. How to ask Sugar Daddy for money. He's 75, I'm 20. Used to get $500 per date, but reconnected and went for dinner, and he gave me his dead wife jewelry. How much is it worth, girl? And kissed you. All right, Molly. So you got the dead wife jewelry. Ma'am, let's go to the jewelry store and get an appraisal. How much is this worth? It might be worth more than $500, ma'am. Sprinkles might be antique. So this man obviously didn't get to the ATM before the date. I don't know how much this man has, like in his savings account. He might be on a fixed income. He sound old. You're very, very young. He's supposed to have money for you, man. He's got one foot in the grave, okay? So, obviously, you're dealing with either, I don't know if this man has money or not, but he's not trying to give you none. He's giving dead wife jewelry. So, take that jewelry and go sell it. But at the same time, you need to have another man on your roster that actually has cash and money to give you. You're 20 years old and you're dealing with a 75-year-old. You need to be getting buku bucks, and $500 is not a lot. Okay. You need to aim higher, but at least you got something, man. At least you got something. You need to have 3, 4 more of those on the roster. If that's the best you can do, you need to go do it times 3. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do it times 3 if that's the best you can do. That way you at least be getting, way more money. He gave you the dead wife jewelry. Wonderful. Go see what it's worth, girl. Go look it up online. See if it's an antique first. See what it's worth online, and then take it to wherever the jewelers and see what you can get. Unless he wants you to wear it. I ain't doing that. You gotta get possessed, girl. Sprinkle. I said, pull out the magnifying glass. Yes, darling. You be like, oh shoot. See, now you made me drop my jewelry. Oh, you'd be like, definitely not lab grown. They didn't have that back then. That's real. And they had no lab back then to grow them diamonds, girl. You better take that diamond and get to it. You're like, this is definitely not lab grown. This is, yes. Should you lie about your age if you're 30 and look 18? Ma'am, that's too much of a lie. Ain't nobody gonna believe that. Like on that movie, The Orphan. Have y'all seen that movie, Orphan? There ain't nobody gonna believe you were 30 at 18. I mean, ain't nobody gonna believe you're 18 at 30. Okay, you might can pass for 25. Okay, or 20 at least, 21 or 25. But don't say 18. What's the point? You can't even drink. Uh-huh. Anyway, if you say you're 18, you're not going to get no money. Okay. Thank you for being a new member. Thank you, girl. What to say when asked why my last relationship ended? Because he died or he moved out of the country. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Enough said. No questions asked. I didn't want to move out the country, or you know what? He died. Wonderful. Quick, fast, easy, ends the conversation quickly. That's what you say. You always tell him those two things. He died or he moved out of the country. And you didn't want to move out the country with him, and he died. We wish you everyone. All right? You don't need to tell them anything but that. All right? Wonderful. If they ask how he died, make sure you come up with something good. He was a fireman, and he was saving some children from a burning fire, and he got burned and some smoke inhalation. And, I was in the emergency room holding his hand, but, he was in ICU, and he didn't make it. They did a firefighter funeral and everything. There you go. Good lie. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Done. Next. So, yeah, learn how to make up some good stories. You're going to need them when dating. Your man has a corn addiction. How to handle this situation? Develop a shopping addiction with his money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You want me to break my addiction? You got to break yours. Otherwise, keep shopping, ma'am. Develop a shopping addiction with his credit card. How about that? And when he says, I can't help it, I'm addicted, then you say the same thing when that bill come in. I can't help it, I'm addicted. Well, neither can I. What we gonna do? Become addicted to something as well, like shopping with his money. If you want to work on his problems, then you'll work on yours. You said develop an addiction to his money. Yes. You said just go around lying. Of course. Why wouldn't you? Men go around lying all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with it, obviously. If it's beneficial to you. Thank you, lovely. There are times when telling the truth is non-beneficial to you, and there are times when lying is very beneficial to you. So make sure you choose wisely. These people are random strangers that you don't know. You're trying to date a man. You don't even know this man. Why are you going to tell them your whole life story and all the details included? Tell them what they need to hear so you can benefit from them. That's literally it. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're going to do the same thing to you. So who cares? I don't think it's anything wrong with it. You don't know these people. Why are you telling them your life story and every truth? They're not telling you the truth. I promise you. You have leveled up significantly since started watching you, but I still have some pick-me leftovers, though. My man mentioned that if I just go on dates and not do both, he will leave. I'm literally pissed me if he chases me. Oh, girl, let that man go. Where's your roster? Let me tell you something. If a man wants you to roll around on the mattress with you fast, quickly, and he hasn't invested thousands and thousands of dollars in you, let him go. Okay? You're not there to roll around with him. He's there to impress you. And he forgot that. And you need to remind him. Say, well, that's fine. All the money that he spent on you, all the money that he's invested in you, you got it and he don't. Period. Understand this. All right? He's going to have to go start all over with another woman. You understand what I'm telling you? If he walks away, you still win. Because if he walks away after you roll around on the mattress with you, you're not getting any more money spent. You're not getting any more investment. And he's on to the next chick because he's got to spin and start over anyway. So no rolling around on the mattress with these guys until they have spent enough money to thoroughly invest in you and thoroughly impress you enough to even want to do that with them. It's not an obligation. That's something that should happen naturally because you want to. You understand what I'm saying? And if he hasn't done enough for you to want to do that with him, then he needs to keep trying. You understand? You don't owe a man anything but a thank you. Get it? Y'all be doing too much. If you don't value yourself, a man never will. Do you think if he went on 2 or 3 dates with some chick and she rolled around on the mattress with him, do you think he says, oh my gosh, that's wifey? Oh my gosh, that's the one that I want to invest heavily into? No, he's like, okay, so on every 3rd date that she goes on, she rolls around on the mattress. I don't want her. The very reason they're rushing you to the mattress is the very reason they're going to rush to ghost you. Understand what I'm telling you? So, you don't want to roll around with a man. What you need to tell him is, you know what? If that's the kind of girls that you're used to, I'm so sorry. This way, what you're telling them is, if you want to roll around on the mattress with some chick, that's what you need to go find. But I am not the one. You haven't impressed me enough. I don't naturally want to roll around on the mattress with you. I don't know you enough. You haven't invested enough. Da, da, da. Go find somebody that feels obligated to roll around on you for 3 free meals. It ain't me. That's what you need to tell them, because these guys are stupid and y'all are even worse thinking that you owe them something. Okay? So, you could give them false hope and set something out for 2 weeks and get your Christmas gift. So, oh my gosh, you're so right. I'm ready. So on December 27th, we're going to meet up, book a room at the Ritz, get some champagne. Let's make it real romantic. I can't wait. That means if you don't get you a good Christmas gift, you ain't showing up to the Ritz. But guess what's going to happen on December 26th? Can you guess? Who can guess what's going to happen on December 26th? Aunt Ethel. That's what's going to happen, girl. Aunt Ethel is going to make her appearance. And she's not going to be feeling too well, or she's going to need your help in some form or fashion, so you don't have to get to that hotel room on the 27th. You're going to get your gift. He's going to have false hope. And guess what? Aunt Ethel is going to save the day. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. But make sure you get your gift first. Give them false hope. Tell them to book a room. Send them pictures of lingerie you done bought. Tell them the type of champagne you like. Tell them you want a room with a balcony. Just give them all the false hope details that you can do. All right? Give them some fake memories. Oh, I always wanted to go to the Ritz-Carlton. It's so nice. I heard it was so nice. I think this would be the perfect romantic date. And it's, to take our relationship to the next level. Lie. You can't help Aunt Ethel. What happens with Aunt Ethel? You just can't. She's unpredictable. So, make a playlist. Send them the playlist. We gonna be rolling around on a mattress too. I already made our playlist. Anyway, it's good to have hope. All right. Look, it's good to have hope, right? Without hope, he ain't gonna make it to Christmas. So you better give him some hope. All right. Sell them, sell the dream. Exactly, girl. No, give them hope. This is how you have to say it. Give them hope. You never know. You could change your mind, or you could change your mind the other way. But give them hope. How should I act when I have a crush on a guy in college? Okay. You're young, you're dumb. You're going to chase a man that you have a crush on because you're young and dumb. That's normal. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a crush on a man. But what is wrong is if you act like a pygmisha and chase behind that man that doesn't have a crush on you. Okay. This means you like him more than he likes you. This means you find him attractive and he doesn't even really feel that same way about you if he doesn't have a crush on you. So the best way to test this is to give him a little eye contact, give him a little smile. And if he walks over to you, introduces himself, talk to you, be friendly with you, tries to get to know you, great. He likes you back. But if he doesn't, he don't like you enough for you to pursue that. Okay. It's better to have a crush that doesn't talk to you or pursue you to keep you motivated to look at your best and to looking good every day and giving you a reason to get up early and do your makeup and do your hair. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have a little crush to push you to the next level. And maybe if you start to glow up even more, he might take a little look at you. You know what I'm saying? So having a crush as a young lady is motivational. But remember, don't be a pygmy and chase behind this man. Just use them as motivation to level yourself up. And then you never know. Some other guys might have a crush on you. They might be checking for you. Okay, so in the process of having a crush on a man, you're going to level up, you're going to glow up, you're going to be looking your best, and somebody might develop a crush on you that actually likes you, and that's how you benefit. That's how you attract men. Okay? Don't worry about the one you got the crush on. Just make sure you look good enough for him to catch his eye, and at the same time, you're going to catch other guys' eye as well. And so now you'll have a roster or your choice of guys that's probably going to like you more anyway. Look good every day, girl. Yes. Pink, beige, white, or black on first date color. It depends on where you're going. What's the weather? Where you going? And what's your body type? I don't know. All of that depends, baby. Let me see what you're looking like over here. This ain't your picture. I don't know what you look like. I don't know what your body type is. I don't know nothing. I can't tell you what to wear. But if you have a normal body type, I don't know. It is the Christmas time of year. If you're going out at night, I don't suggest wearing anything white or beige. So those are more like daytimey colors. I would say pink or black. Black for more mysterious, pink for more soft, depends on what vibe you're trying to give out. You said how to not laugh when looking at his face. Picture some money. There you go. Picture some money, girl. Don't be laughing at his face because his bank account might like be really nice. Not his face, but his bank account might be nicer than his face. Okay. I missed your super chat. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Oh, here it is. 64-year-old French millionaire called me a prostitute. He never wanted to give money. I got so mad. Now I figured out I could have used him to meet other rich men. Is it pick me to text him? Girl, don't text that man, darling. Have some pride about yourself. Obviously, he was broke and old. He was appalled that, I don't know how old you are, but he was appalled that some young lady wants an old 64-year-old man with one foot in the grave, probably, to compensate her for her time and youth. Oh my gosh. Who could imagine? That man know he too old to be not trying to give you no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sprinkle. Thank you, Israel. That man know he too old not to be offering something. All right. The nerve of these old geezers out here. And I'm not calling a 64-year-old a geezer because I'm old. I'm old too, but if you're young, he's a geezer to you. That's the right age range for me. And he's still gonna have to come up off some money. You know what I'm saying? But he should know that, especially if you're way younger than me. He should know he got to come up off some money. That is not a surprise. He thought his 64-year-old self was gonna get something for free, was going to be parading you around town for free. He's the one that's stupid, and he's appalled and he's upset because you just clocked him for being a geezer. All right, an old geezer. All right, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Like, sir, you are 64 years old. Where is your money? You already know women don't want you for you, sir. Come on. Prehistoric dust. That's what they called him. You said he was rich and you should have met his other rich friends. Yes, you should have. But you know what? You know better next time. Your husband has a crush on his friend, girlfriend? Oh, your husband has a crush, his friend, girlfriend, and all worked up about their relationship. All of a sudden, I feel so hurt because she isn't pretty, but she is flirty. Okay. So he likes the attention that she gives him. Okay. The crush is the type of attention that he gets from her. Okay. Men love attention from pick-me-shoes. Okay. Flirty women, they love attention from women. But if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't want you being so flirty with other men. You got to understand this, okay? Men are very simple creatures. They like when certain women do things for them, but they don't like their women doing it. You understand? So, who cares? Obviously, she's an ego boost, but if you were the exact same way to everybody else, he would have a problem with it. All right. So this is what you can do instead. You can point out all the nice things that your other friend's man does. Oh my gosh. My friend, oh my gosh, her man buys her flowers every week and takes her to dinner to nice restaurants and does this and does that. Like, you need to brag on your fake friend's fake man that you're going to make up since he's doing the same thing, and see how he feels. Oh my gosh, my friend just posted, oh my gosh, her man bought her some flowers with the cash wrapped around the roses. Oh my gosh, it's not even her birthday. That is so nice. I wish someone would do that for me. You see? Do the same thing. Because I guarantee you, he wouldn't be with you if you were flirty as well to all other people. It's always better when it's someone else, though. So I really wouldn't take offense to it. I think that's just his ego boost. But if it comes down to it and you started acting like that towards him and other men, he wouldn't have it. He would be mad about it. You said bubbly or mysterious personality. That all depends on what you're trying to get and what you're trying to do. And how dumb you can act, or how mysterious you can act. So there are certain women that can't pull off being dumb, but they can pull off being mysterious. Bubbly, you gotta play dumb if you're bubbly. Mysterious, you gotta act mysterious and say less. So if you're a talker, bubbly. If you're not a talker, mysterious. Because if you're a talker, you're gonna need to fill your conversation with sounding dumb. And only bubbly women can do that really good. If you are not a talker and you don't want to reveal too much about yourself, or you don't have enough lies to keep him, busy with your bubbly, lies, then you need to play the mysterious role. Okay. If you're not good at lying, play the mysterious role. If you're good at lying, you could do either one, actually. But if you're very bad at lying and you don't want to talk too much, play the mysterious role. Did I tell y'all my roster is so dry that they're all distant? I don't want to text first, or should I? Okay. Let me see. Why do you okay, let me ask y'all a question. Why do you think your roster is dry? What type of woman are you coming across as? You know what I mean? I think, I don't know, do you talk a lot? Are you mysterious or bubbly? Because a lot of men have already gotten all the information that they need out of you to make their decision whether they want to talk to you or not. So it just all depends, you know. I think the more mysterious a woman is, the better the roster. You know, like the more correspondence you will get because you're a mystery and they want to know more about you because they like to unfold a mystery. So, I would just say add some more to the roster. Go out and add more to the roster. If your roster is dry, add some to it. All right. It is the holiday season. They probably not want to take you out or buy you gifts or get invited to family functions. They probably don't want to do any of that. So a lot of people's rosters are going to be dry around this season. That's why you keep adding to it. Okay. You add some more to it. There's guys out there right now wishing they had someone during the holiday season. Go find them. Go put yourself out in the rich area of town. There are going to be some lonely old men walking around trying to go to the bars because everybody they know is dead. And there you are going to be. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. There's a lot of people that are alone during the holiday season. Go find them. They're going to be sitting at bars. They're going to be eating at restaurants, at bars by themselves. They're going to be, probably older. And you're going to see it. So go make some new friends and put them on your roster. Don't sit around and wait for your roster to respond. Go create more on the roster. Restart your roster? Exactly, girl. This is also the perfect time of year to restart your roster because you have people that are lonely and will do anything for some company this time of year. Okay. You're gonna be like, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. They're gonna start crying when that song come on. But when you pop up, you gonna be like, I don't want a lot for Christmas. You're gonna be like, it's time. So get your gifts, man. Make it a Hallmark movie and get your gifts. Here you go. Mm-hmm. Go to the rich side of town. Go to the rich bars. Look at the parking lot. Look at the valet. Come on. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all, I don't know where you live. Some of y'all might not have a rich side of town, but go to where the most money is at least. Okay. The richer side. I don't know. I'm lucky to live in a big city where there's lots of rich sides of towns. You ghosted, removed him from IG, and blocked his number in October. He just followed me back on Instagram today. Do I retort? No. If he DMs you, send him the Cash App re-entry fee if he wants to talk to you. And then send him an unblock fee if he tries to contact you. Okay? If he doesn't make first contact, ignore it. And when he makes first contact, get money. Copy paste your Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And you can write re-entry fee or unblock fee on there. All right, 'tis the season to get your money. He gave you a business card when you was talking about looking for a job at an event, how to use to my advantage. His business card? All right, tell him you want to be his personal assistant, baby. Off the record. Paid under the table. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Basically, you want to be his sugar baby. Hi, do you need a personal assistant that doesn't do much? I'm really good at that. I just look good and walk around and, you know, go shopping and stuff like that. Make sure, you got somebody to eat with and, you know, somebody to spend your money. What do you say? I don't know. I'm just like, risk it all to get it all. That would be me. But, on those lines, you could say something like, oh, well, do you need a part-time personal assistant? Which basically means y'all finna hang out. He's just gonna give you some money. If you have a roster, you don't care. You'll say stuff that you wouldn't normally say to only one contender. That's the beauty about having a roster. You can risk it all to get it all. So let's say you have 3 guys, and that dude that gave you the card, talking about, oh, you were looking for a job and he gave you his card. You could literally say that and get away with it, and you might get some money. You might get a sugar daddy out of it. But see, if that was your only contender, you'd be scared to lose what you don't even have. You'd be scared to say anything. You'd be scared to have a witty response. You know what I mean? You'd be afraid to say exactly what you want and skip over all the small talk because you got backups. And you know what I mean? So having a roster gives you more confidence to say the things and take the risks that you would normally take with these sort of men because you fear losing them. But you already got 2 backups. So if you lose one, oh well, you got the backups. It's already giving you money. So imagine if this man was like, oh my gosh, I love how witty you are. I love how you just say what you want. That's what I'm looking for. Here go the money. Now you got 3 big spenders. You see? But some of y'all refuse to go get a roster, refuse to take risks, refuse to say anything, going out to eat 3, 4 times, and this man trying to tap you on the shoulder to roll around on the mattress, and you looking at him crazy. Have a good roster. Take the risks because you got them backups. All right. You're going to get further doing those sort of things than just dating one at a time and afraid to speak and say what you want. Okay? Because they obviously know if she's that bold, she obviously can get what she wants. She doesn't risk, she doesn't mind risk not having any further conversation with me because she looks like she can go do better or go get something else. So they're going to like that audacity that you have. Okay. And they're going to like that you can risk not talking to them ever again because it means you don't need them. So that's the truth. Think about this. Even if you have your own money, think about this. And they don't know it. Don't ever tell them you got your own money. Just tell them you got enough, to help Aunt Ethel every now and then. So just take it like if you already have a lot of money and a man comes up to you and try to impress you, you're gonna say whatever you want, right? Because you don't need his money. But you're gonna say it in a way to make him spin and become intrigued if he should be intrigued. That's it. You're not going to sit there and worry about if you're saying the wrong thing or worried about losing a man you don't even got. You're just going to be like, yeah, I like a man that loves to spoil women, who loves to spend. Okay. I like that kind of man. That's kind of turned me on. I don't like nothing else. I don't like nothing cheap and nothing broke. I could literally go out there and just say that, just like that, because it's true and I don't need their money. But if they're intrigued by that, they will just give you some money, or they'll just say, well, I'll just pay for everything, put everything on the chat, because that's how they know they can impress me. You know what I'm saying? If they know that you're impressed just by their presence, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to come up off of anything. They're not challenged to do the most. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a roster and you got them backups, you can say what you want. And a lot of guys like the audacity and they'll respond well to it. Okay. Now, if y'all are desperate women, you're going to be afraid to take any type of risks and you ain't got no roster and you don't have no backups. That's understandable. But once you build your roster, you got them backups and you understand how this works, you can collect way more by taking those types of risks because you don't even have that man yet. And it's more likely that he's going to respond to your audacity because Cocky people, confident people respect other cocky people who are confident. Okay? That's what I've learned. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's more of a challenge. You said it works, the uglier the better. I know that's right, ma'am. Because from far away, from those people looking at y'all over there, you look like you're in an intense conversation and you're enjoying the banter and the back and forth, not like he's a prey and you're the predator. And so people deem that as a more, realistic relationship with more in common. And it looks better from afar. And it looks like that you two have more in common than just some old geezer and trying to, talk to some young chick who doesn't know any better. If you're going back and forth and you're witty and he's laughing and he's blushing and you're not impressed, that energy is much better, especially if you got some extra ones on the side. All right. And he already know you probably do. So he's going to try to do way more than whoever you got on the side. He going to try to top all of them. What if he's rich but likes pygmies? Okay. Well, as long as you're getting your money and he's not the only one on your roster, let him have the pygmies. Let him roll around on the matches with pygmies and make sure he gets you your money on time without you rolling around. All right. You be the one he don't roll around with. Let them do the dirty work, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you got these men blushing and giggling? I know that's right, ma'am. What kind of fun date and memorable ideas? Karaoke is always fun and always memorable. If you can sing somewhat. If you can't sing, don't hurt that man's ear. I like live music. I like dinner. I like something fun, something where I can dress up. It's always good to go on a date where you're actually get to dress so that they can see you all polished and pretty. Okay. Bowling? Get out of here. Who's taking a woman bowling? Oh my gosh. Bowling. Let's go bowling. If a man says that to me, I'm laughing in his face. Stop playing. So you want me to go put on some nasty strangers rental shoes with toe jams and toe crust all up in there and throw a heavy ball at some pins? I mean, that's fun with kids, but I'm a grown woman. Impress me. This is not impressive. Okay, that's something you do when you done did everything already and there ain't nothing else to do. You trying to come up with creative ideas to go hang out and do together because you're already a couple. That's couples dates. That's not impress me date. Okay. See, I think men are dumb and they're confused. They think a couples date and a first date or a date to impress are the same thing. They are not. Those are the kind of dates you do with your girlfriend, long-term girlfriend that you've been with for a while. Okay? Not first dates. All right? Goodbye. You're not impressive. Next. You said that's a little cute date. That's the date you go to when you done did everything else, girl. And y'all are already in a relationship. And you're like, oh, I'm bored. I don't know what we could do. I know. Let's go bowling. I guess. They got drinks. Fine. Let's go. Should you post your gifts on social? It depends on who follows you, girl. Them other dudes on the roster following you. What about if you finally find him, you marry him, but The rolling in the mattress was bad, bad, bad. Okay, good. Then you ain't got to roll around. Because now you have an excuse why you don't want to roll around. Now you can get your money, pay your bills, buy you a nice car, focus on, you have some kids, you know, at least as long as his sperms is working, have you some kids, be a mother. All right. There was a woman in here asking me yesterday how to keep her husband off of her because he wants it too much. And you over here saying, what if you get married and it's bad, bad, bad? Let me tell y'all something. Most women in marriages, after the first couple of months or the first year, they don't want to be rolling around on the mattress that much anyway with their husband. So it might work out in your favor. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right? At least you'll have an excuse why you don't want to do it. And he can't do nothing about it because it's just the truth. Ah, nah. What if a man compares you sexually? To who? Compares you to who, darling? Another woman, his ex, whatever, whatever. Then start not giving it to him. So he don't have nothing to compare to. It's like, okay, you're one of those dudes that compare. Okay. Well, you're not gonna have much to compare to anymore. Lock it up, ma'am. Lock it up. Okay. Lock it up. What if he's saying sexual innuendos about after first meeting? Then talk about financial innuendos. Oh my gosh, I just paid Aunt Ethel's rent. I don't know how I'm going to pay mine. Oh my gosh, they told me my tires might be bald. I don't know what to do. I got to buy all four. How about financial innuendos? Drop them here and there. You know what? You can drop the same thing, but about money. I love it when a man has a pocket full of money. He whips it out and gives it to me. You got some money? There you go. Start talking like that. Start talking about the money. Play that song, Bands Will Make Her Dance. Bands Will Make Her Dance. Just get you some money, man. What if a rich man proposed, but you live in a ghetto area? Well, he could get you out the ghetto area. Tell him you want to move into a nicer area. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, you know what? We need to move me to a nicer area. Okay. I like telling your life at risk every day and move. All right. Wonderful. So if you love me and care for my safety, you will put me in a nicer environment, and he will. It looks like you moving to the suburbs. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. Do I create fake jobs since I don't work, or do I tell them I don't work? You don't tell them that. You tell them you're a part-time receptionist. That's the same thing as not working, except you're employed and you're around businessmen who potentially have more money than they do. Okay. So it looks like you have options. You do get up and make some use of your time and day, and you don't get paid a lot, so they know that they're paying for everything. Okay. That's what I always tell women. Part-time receptionist. You might as well not have a job, but you do. So you look like you're doing something, and you're around rich men all day, depending on where you're a part-time receptionist at. Okay. Wonderful. They're not going to ask you for any money. They're not going to ask you to pay for anything. They already know they got to spoil you. They already know you ain't going to be able to do too much financially, so they're going to have your back. Okay. You said volunteer for a nonprofit. I always just say, you always just need to say part-time receptionist. Because if you say you volunteer for a nonprofit, it means you probably have your own money or come from old money if you're doing that and don't need to work. But if you're a part-time receptionist, you're working because you're barely scooting by and they know they're gonna have to help you. Okay. How to get a new phone from a man? Tell him you're a part-time receptionist and you're saving up. I'm saving up for a new phone. I already only have $100 saved. I got a long way to go. I'm gonna make it though. Saving up. Then pick up a penny off the ground. Putting that towards it. Girl, he gonna give you the money. You will go to the bar, but you don't drink alcohol. What to do? Girl, don't you know that they have mocktails now? They look like drinks, but they're not. They look like alcoholic beverages, but they're not. It's just like they look like it though. Ask for a mocktail, darling. Okay. How to deal with hurt after being replaced fast. Girl, you were already replaced while you was in there. You just didn't know it. Like I told y'all, most men cheat. So they already knew who that woman was when they was with you, girl. They did not replace you. They just moved along on the roster. Okay. You don't worry about being hurt. You already knew what it was. You already knew that all men are going to do those things. You already know the nature of men. It shouldn't be a surprise. Okay. Their pockets should have been hurt when you left, though. His pockets should have been hurt. Did you get some money, man? Did you leave with more than you went in with? That's my question. Because while you sitting over there sad, he should be sitting over there, his pockets hurt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you make him spend money? Did he invest, girl? Did you buy you nice gifts? Hopefully he did. Hopefully he got some good jewelry, some clothes, some bills paid and whatnot. It makes it a lot easier when they've done more for you and the relationship is over because you can say, you know what? They did well by me. Look at all I have. Look at all I've gained. Look at all I've stacked. I ain't too bad because most likely you already knew that eventually it wasn't going to work out, but you were getting your money up because you was focused on you and not him, right? So if you keep the focus on you, stacking your money, getting his money, you won't be so sad if that day should ever come because your goals have been met. All right. And you didn't waste time and you didn't waste no energy and you didn't do the most for the least. It's going to feel way better if you got more out of him than he got out of you. Right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're like, oh, well, on to the next. Because you're going to have leveled up so much during that relationship that you're going to be able to go get better. All right? You're like, oh, well, I probably can pull better now. So let me go see what I can do. And then you go do it. It should be a relief because now you can go get better. If your relationship was beneficial to you the entire time you were leveling up, and when you go back out there, you're gonna be able to pull better and richer. Thank you, Traveler. Traveler, huh? Okay. How to stop yearning love due to lack of it since childhood. Okay. Your love comes from within. The only thing that comes from without is validation. Okay. You need someone to give you permission to love yourself because when we are children, we don't have self-love. We look for parents to love us because we don't see ourselves as an individual. So as a child, how people refer to themselves as in the third person when they're a child. So as a child, you were taught to watch others and learn, to learn from others, seek others' approval. So you learn how to love yourself from the love that you get from your parent. Since you weren't taught that, you got to learn to love yourself without the validation of others, which means you have to become self-obsessed Choose only people and things that are beneficial to you. And you have to be the reflection of the self-validation that you give yourself each day. So you got to look in the mirror and you have to tell yourself, I love you. I'm worth it. I'm all this and I'm all that. And that's how. Okay. You're not going to seek it from the outside if you already have it within. The only reason we seek it from the outside is because we weren't taught self-love by examples. Okay. We didn't see someone that did that. We didn't get the validation we needed as children. So if you're one of those people that didn't get the validation that you needed as a child, give it to yourself. Okay. Just like if you grew up poor and you didn't have no money, and eventually you went out and found some money and you giving it to yourself. It's the same thing. If you treat your life like a business, you'll never fail. Okay. So just like if you didn't grow up with a lot of money and you figured out how to go get money, it's the same thing as you not growing up being validated or loved. You give yourself love. Okay. And people treat you how you treat yourself. Remember that. Thank you. Okay, did I miss a super chat? You're a software engineer. Do I still lie? Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always lie unless you want some money. Do you think a man is going to give you money if you tell him you're a software engineer? Good luck. Unless he owns some app company and your little money is chump change. But why would you tell a man that you're a software engineer? That means you're smart. That means you're paid, right? I'm lying. I'm part-time receptionist, baby. You could say you're a part-time receptionist or that you work for a software engineer company as a part-time receptionist, because that's true. If you're a software engineer, you receive emails partial and part of the time that you're working. That's the truth. You receive emails as a receptionist. Part-time receptionist, always lie. Hey, Shera, how do I deal with people and men finding me weird, off-putting because of the way I speak, act? You're an introvert. Okay, you got to work on your people skills. Work on yourself, ma'am. If everybody's giving you the same response, it means you need to work on yourself, okay? Or you need to find some weirdos. Lying really helps. It does, girl. Don't nobody want to hear that you're a software engineer. They can't impress you. They're just going to go find the part-time receptionist that they can actually impress. That's why if you play dumb, act impressed, and tell them you're a part-time receptionist, they think they're winning. Oh, I'm impressive to this woman. She's only a part-time receptionist. I can teach her stuff. I can help her. I can be the hero. I can do the most for her. Let me get that tab, part-time receptionist, versus, oh, well, you're a software engineer. Maybe you should get my tab. Oh, well, I'm not going to pay for a software engineer's tab. You know, they're not even going to ask you for your number. They're going to stop buying you drinks, and they're not going to say, put everything on my tab. If you tell them you're a software engineer. Now, you say you're a part-time reception, they're going to pay for everything. You understand? Especially if you're meeting them out and about. If you're on a date with them, you know, don't meet these dudes online, definitely. But like say you're hanging out and a man walks up to you and starts a conversation. You never tell him the truth. You always lie. So you get your stuff paid for, okay? All right. Works every time. Promise you. Look, if y'all are too proud to lie, it's because you have this thing where you are trying to look like someone who don't need their money or don't want their money. So let me tell you something. Let's say you're sitting in a nice bar, you're in a nice outfit, you're sitting up there, and this man walks up to you and he looks like he has money, and you sit up there and tell him, oh, I'm a PhD student. He's not going to be able to get over on you. He knows his lies and games aren't going to work on you. He's going to go on to the dumb looking chick over there. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to impress you. You understand? So he's going to go to the next chick. He's going to come to part-time receptionist chick, ma'am. Even though she's probably secretly richer than him or has more money than him, she's not going to let him know that. She wants free drinks, free food, and for him to treat her like he's trying to impress her and do the most and, try to see what she likes. You cheated on your boyfriend. He broke up with you. You went on a date. What to do next? Build a roster, ma'am. Thank you, Destiny. Add some more to it. Now you got a roster. Wonderful. If your boyfriend comes back around, charge him the re-entry fee for leaving. Okay? It's not cheating if you ain't married and you didn't roll around on the mattress with him. It ain't cheating. Okay? It's keeping your options open. You are single until you are married. Okay? And you didn't do nothing wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, look at your wedding ring finger. Look at your ring finger when he started talking about you cheating. Like, what? Ain't nobody cheating. I ain't even married. Is you paying bills? What style's considered ratchet? You know it's ratchet, ma'am. You don't have to ask. You already know it's ratchet. It depends on where you are, right? So, y'all know what's ratchet. Y'all don't need to ask me what's ratchet. You already know what's ratchet. Okay. Thank you. His family not going to accept you because you live in a ghetto area? Well, then don't tell him where you live. Move. Get you an Airbnb. I don't know. Come on, there are solutions to this situation. Look, if the family need to come over and meet y'all, go get you an Airbnb for a day or 2 days. Okay. Weren't you an Airbnb? Have them come over to the Airbnb, right? They got nice houses, Airbnb. Have the family come over there. They don't need to know you live in the ghetto. And y'all need to hurry up and move. Okay? Get up out of there. And if you can't, get you an Airbnb. That way you don't have to they're not going to be like, scared for their life. All right. Sprinkle. Mm-hmm. How do I know what? Girl, just tell people what you do for a living and then come back and tell me how it went. Don't listen to me. Tell people you're a rocket scientist with a PhD. Tell people you're a software engineer. Tell people that you're a high-powered attorney. Tell them all the stuff they need to hear to walk away. Wonderful. And if they're dusty, tell them all the stuff they need to exploit you with and build on your back. All right? You're going to learn. You don't tell people what you do. You're a woman. You're a receiver by nature. They don't need to know anything about you. The only reason that they're asking you what you do is to make sure you're not on the pole or on the webcam. That's the only thing that they need to know. Because when they introduce you to their colleagues, they want to make sure they ain't seen you somewhere before online or in the club on the pole. That's it. That's literally it. Okay? That's all they want to make sure of. Mm-hmm. Let me read some of these. Yeah. Yeah. Atlanta, make him take you somewhere classy. Okay, girl, I'm dating. I would never date in Atlanta. too risky. Anyway, I don't know how y'all do it out there. How do y'all know who's straight in that? How how do y'all tell the difference between the DLs and the straight guys in Atlanta? I have no idea. You said clothes, that don't make it. They still be sounding sweet to me. You know what? I'm from like the old school though. If you have arched eyebrows and your beard is perfectly trimmed, or like if everything is too perfect on you as a man, I think you're gay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, you know what, that's gay or gay for pay or soon to be gay for pay. Because like if you're doing too much as a man, you know, I'm automatically going to assume. All right. What? Well, good luck in Atlanta, girl. You should make sure you figure it out. I know y'all have some sort of test. You said you're a man already knows you're capable. How can I undo this? By acting dumb and getting dumber and by the day. Okay. So he thinks that your capability was an act. Okay. If you want to reverse that, you gotta start getting dumber each day, pretending to get dumber each day. You know, like, can you do this for me? I just don't like doing this anymore. Can you do that for me? I don't want to think right now. I don't want to think anymore. I just want to relax. Start doing stuff that's less quote unquote capable and ask for more help, more and more help. Okay? Ask for more and more help, and that way he'll just be used to it. Okay? Are fashion majors gay men? What do you think, ma'am? You messed up and got pregnant by Dusty while engaged to your 54-year-old fiance. He still want to be with me and adopt a baby. Is that straight? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You lucky, ma'am. You better take that offer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 26, live in a nice neighborhood, and have gym country club membership in that area. Men look at me but never approach. Okay, they got to see you often. You got to make friends and be social and get introduced. Okay, so make some lady friends there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you join the country club. If no men are approaching you, you're a regular there. Go at the same time every day. So you like see when the richer men are there. See when the nicer cars are in the parking lot. Go at the same time every day. Make friends with the ladies. If there's ladies that go there at the same time, make friends with them. They'll introduce you to everybody else. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Find like scope out the girls, scope out the women, and be like, okay, which woman is the most social? Which one talk to everybody and know everybody? That's who you're gonna make friends with. You understand? Because you're gonna introduce you to everybody that approaches her. So, and that could be the guys as well. So find the chattiest woman that likes to talk to everybody, that's the most social, and that's who you go with. Make her your bestie, make her your friend. Befriend her, and then she'll introduce you to everybody. She'll have all the tea on everybody. You know them, they like to speak and talk. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You said y'all are Dusty in here gonna end up broken alone with 10 cats. Okay, like you, except minus the cats because they're not gonna adopt to a homeless man. The funny thing is, if you are able to adopt cats, that means you have a residence. Most of y'all Dusties can't even qualify to adopt a shelter pet. What does that tell you? It's security. Okay, thank you. Is security working near rich, lame enough men approach men working what? Security? Do you think they're going to see you in a certain masculine way, ma'am? I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe if you're extra feminine, they'll see past the uniform, I guess. All right. You said what? Yeah, these Dusties can't even qualify to adopt a pet, let alone make fun of anyone for being qualified. Y'all ain't even qualified to adopt an animal, period. Okay. Exactly. You said being a wealthy widow sounds like the future I want. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think more women would rather say that they're single and have cats than that they're with a dusty that's non-beneficial. I mean, I really do. At least one has no shame. The other one just looks pathetic. Oh, I'm with a dusty, but I got a dusty. I got. You're saying that a woman would much rather claim some dust? I don't think so. All right. I think she'd rather claim nothing versus some dust. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're happy being on your own. He's got to get you a cat. Okay, ma'am. Yes. The dust is always trying to settle in a woman's space. Yes. Because they're not masculine enough to get around real men and talk about how to get this money. Exactly. Sure. Can you please sing some MJ? Huh? Which song should I sing? I don't know. You said go out with scrubs though? No, don't do it. Don't go out with scrubs. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said man in the mirror. Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. All right. What if he sent money but then gone? Should I text him? No, keep the money and stop being a pygmy. Don't do it too much. That's why you need a roster. You need a roster so that when they give you money, you can go calm down and spend it. And when they circle the block, you can get more money when they come back. Stop chasing after them. Let them come to you. Okay? Let them come to you. What if he told you to use the card to get whatever you want? Whatever you want, and now he's crying about being too much. Okay. Men don't realize how expensive it is to be a woman. They're dumb. Now listen to me very carefully. Get whatever you want means to spend $200 or less. You understand what I'm saying? They don't understand how much stuff costs, especially designer stuff. They don't understand it. They're dumb. You gotta tell them exactly where you plan to shop so that they understand. You know what I mean? Men are stupid. They think get anything you want means you're going to spend $200 and be happy. They think, especially if you're young, they think you're going to like the mall and going to one of them little cheap stores. You know what I mean? They're not understanding that you have, expensive taste. Hello from France, just to tell you that your channels helped you a lot for the past 3 years. My new boyfriend paid for everything. Thank you. Okay, miss. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, yes. The European ladies are getting their money now. Wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. Thank you, girl. Gloria. Okay, thank you, Julie, for the super sticker as well. Yes, the European girlies are getting their bags now, finally. Yes, we're making change. Okay. You said even drugstore adds up more than 200. Exactly. You know what you can get for 200? 2 pieces of designer makeup. That's literally it. Maybe, you know, that's it. Those guys don't realize that stuff adds up. Women like nice things. They don't understand. You gotta let them know. Some guys think they have money until they see the type of taste you have, and then they realize they don't have money. Okay, it's so hilarious. You'll have some dusty come in these comments, their chest all out, talking about, I got money, and then you ask them how much money they have, and they say 4 figures, and you just start laughing. Or they say 5 figures, and you just start laughing. You know what I'm saying? You're French 44-year-old boyfriend told me he'll spoil me once a millionaire. How to ask him to pay for my rent after I stop living with him. Put it on my vision board already. Okay, tell him you need help. It's like, I have to help Aunt Ethel with her bills. Can you help me with mine? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aunt Ethel saves the day. Tell him you're taking care of someone and you have to help them and you need help from him. And see if he'll step up, man. So you're doing a good deed. He needs to do a good deed, even though you're not really doing a good deed. Just say you are. Okay, yes, you messed up, but we've been trying to have a baby for 10 years. Maybe that's why he was okay with it, but I'm excited to be a parent. Okay, ma'am, wonderful. Honestly, it's a win-win for you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Congratulations on your baby, and congratulations on your man that wants to take care of it. Good for you. Okay. You said Dusty stays shadow boxing. You said, why are men so insecure about being next to successful women? Because they can't impress you. They were taught to be able to impress women, that they're smarter than women, to outdo women, that they're emasculated around successful women that have their own. They feel emasculated around you. So that's why you got to act dumb, play dumb. Don't tell them nothing unless you want to get rid of them. Now, there are some guys you don't want to be bothered with, so you just tell them the truth. All right? That's the fastest way to get rid of a man besides asking them for money is telling them that you got money. And way more than them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said shadow boxing? Exactly. You said the audacity is unreal. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. Okay, so some of these dusties be talking about, oh, I got money. And then they say they got 5 figures. Boy, if you don't get out of here with that chump change. Okay. They be all proud of their 5 figures. I'm like, boy, you really said that? No. Goodbye. I don't know why. They just need to just go away. Study how to get some money. You said, what if you have a limited clothes budget? Then you better buy a capsule wardrobe and dress classy. All right. If you have a limited wardrobe budget, you need to go buy nice pieces, thrifted, and buy a capsule wardrobe so that you look appropriate, classy, with sustainable, high-end, or well-tailored pieces until you get your money up to go buy something else. But you can't go wrong with a good basic wardrobe that you can mix and match. You can thrift it. You can even get designer thrifted for cheap. You know what I mean? So just do a classic, capsule wardrobe, thrift it. You'll be all right until you can go shopping with his credit card. All right. He said billionaires have enough money to support thousands of families. What are they saving it for? Not to spend on a woman. I know, right? They better spend. Yes, you should ask a man for money and start a business, but don't tell him what you're doing. Just get the money. The less they know, the better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me read these questions. Oh, yeah. What to say when he accuses you of cheating? Okay, are you married? Because you ain't cheating if you're single. That's number one. Look at your finger. Look at your ring finger when he says you're cheating. Look at your ring finger. It's like, I'm not cheating. What made you come to that conclusion? What is evidence, ma'am? He doesn't have any evidence, so how can he think that? Where's the evidence? If someone's going to accuse you of something, it's to literally just to get attention and to reassure their insecurities, honestly. I promise you, you're the only one. I love you. They just want reassurance because they're insecure. You know what I mean? They just want attention, especially if you're not doing anything. Or they're cheating themselves and want to redirect the guilt onto you so that you're not suspicious of them. It's either one of those. You said start off lying is crazy work. It's not crazy. It's not crazy to lie. Starting off. It's actually smart. Okay. In this day and age, with the state of the world that we live in, with these dudes out here that y'all are or we're dealing with, it's very smart and wise to lie, actually. Especially if you're dating for beneficial reasons. Okay? It's dumb to tell the truth and tell people all your insecurities, all your triggers, all your past relationships, all your tea, all your crap, and then they turn around and weaponize it and use it against you. It's dumb to do that. It's like playing cards with the cards facing with the numbers out. It's very stupid to tell everything, okay? The only people that are worried about the honest truth are the people that intend to be there long term. Most women know when a man is out and about or you start dating a man, he's not going to be there past date 2 or 3. There's no reason to tell them anything if they're not going to make it to even date 3, you know? You need to say what you need to say in order to benefit from the situation that you are in at the moment. That's it. So if you want your drinks paid for, if you want a nice date, you tell them what they need to hear. That's it. If they're nice, if they're a decent human being, and you want to open up more and they deserve to know more, then that's when you unfold a little bit more. But there's no need to give your life story and all your intimate details about things if you're not going to make it to date 3. You know what I mean? There's no reason to do that at all. It doesn't even make sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said these men don't care. Exactly. They think they feed you 3 free meals and you're going to roll around on the mattress with them. They don't care if you lied or told the truth, honestly. Okay. It's safer to lie. You said you were too honest and it backfired on you. Exactly. Learn to be strategic. Okay. Your provider provides for everything, but he's mad for no reason. Should I block him? Girl, it's his medication or his lack of testosterone. You need to go to the doctor and get checked. All right. Mood swings in men. I don't know if he's old or young. But mood swings in men usually mean that they're lacking in testosterone or they have some issues in their digestive tract. So give him a kombucha and suggest he go get his testosterone levels checked. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. He used everything you told him against you? Oh my gosh, you should have lied. I have the video where I was saying if you tell men fake stuff and you watch them use that fake information against you, you already knew what their intentions were going to be. To weaponize the information and the vulnerability that you chose to have around it. So they're trying to trigger you with fake news. They're trying to trigger you with fake lies that you gave them. And now you're clocking their tea and they're mad about it. Correct? They're like, oh, it's not bothering her. She's so unbothered. Well, she opened up to me and told me all this stuff and I'm trying to use it against her, but it's not working. That's because it's all lies, sir. And we don't care. Just give us the money. All right, next. Go tell your mother. We don't care. Don't ever give a man any real information. Give him what he needs to hear to get what you need to get. If they earn your trust, if they earn for you to unfold little bits and pieces about the real you, great. But you don't just give that to random people. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, do you tell them you lied or just observe their actions? You observe as much as you can, baby. So they can continue on insulting fake news that you gave them that's just not true. And you can secretly laugh at them inside because they think they're doing something, but they're not. Okay? They're going to be like, trying to use stuff against you. You're going to be secretly laughing because none of it's true. It's going to be more entertaining than it is, cringe or hurtful because you're going to just be cracking up inside because this man is literally emotionally, trying to manipulate you with fake news. And when you give them fake news or false information and you see how they're going to try to manipulate you with it, it's a really good way to study and understand how men think and how that they will use certain things against you. And you can really be in that moment as a student versus being emotionally triggered. Okay. So it is good for you to lie and use strategy because you can literally study everything that they're doing without being offended, without it being in your feelings, because every single thing that you told them does not resonate with you. It doesn't trigger you and you stay unbothered and you can truly see who they really are. Okay. So start lying, girls. Okay, I lied a lot in my relationship and I still be laughing to this day because he has no idea. And I'm married. And he still tries to, like my husband still tries to use my fake news against me. And I just keep laughing. I'm like, okay, y'all know the story I told you when I was younger. And when I tell y'all, it's like, you know what? I was dating the guy that I married to at the time. I showed up to his house with suitcases and it was raining outside because it was time for me to move in, right? To get all my bills paid and get this money and get this car upgrade, And so I showed up to his house and I said, in the rain, he says, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I said, my mom kicked me out because I used to live with my mom, but she never kicked me out, right? But I told him that she did so that I can get in, you know what I mean? So I was getting ready to upgrade my living situation, honestly. So he's like, oh my gosh, come on in. Because he wanted me to move in anyway, but I had to make it dramatic so it could seem like he was rescuing me. He had asked me to move in already. But I was like, no, I don't want to move in. No, I like my freedom. Then I showed up on that doorstep with them suitcases. And he was like, what happened? And I make up a false story. So later on down the line, like, you know, every couple gets into like arguments. That's why your mom kicked you out. I'm like, that's why she kicked me out. Doesn't even trigger me. Why? Because it was a lie. She actually didn't even want me to leave. She kept my room pristine until I was like 30. You coming back? Now, I'm married with kids now, Mom. Yes, always make up a good lie because they'll try to throw it in your face and it will not have any type of influence at all. You gave him a handshake goodbye on our first date. I think I ruined everything. He asked me out again. I'm pretty, but always nervous around that. You give him a hug at least, girl. That way at least he can sniff you. Sprinkle. Give him a hug next time. And just say you were nervous because your breath smelled like garlic. You're like, I'm so sorry. My breath was like so garlicky. I did not want to offend you. Anyway. And the next time you go out on a date with him, make sure you're wearing my perfume, Love Potion number 7. So when you give him that hug, this Love Potion number 7 will rub off on him and will remember you because your scent is going to linger all over him. Okay, so y'all can definitely pick this up. I'm going to give y'all the links. Sprinkle. Oop. There we go. It's also in the description bar. If you're riding around in his car and he goes and pumps gas or gets out the car for whatever reason, take this, spray it under his seat. Get all your good perfume scent in there. It is long lasting, so it ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna be able to get rid of the scent. Spray it all over his car and the carpet, under his seat, like that, under your seat, on the passenger's floor. Okay, get it all. All right, sprinkle. Love Potion number 7, Dust Free Limited. Put this in your wish list right now. I'm going to link it here. You guys get this before it's unavailable. They will sell out, so make sure you get your hands on one. Okay, it comes in a lovely box. There's a mirror that says sprinkle on it when you open it up. It's also looks like that. There are many reviews already on TikTok, so you definitely need to pick it up. Sprinkle. This is my perfume. Been working on this for the past year. The notes are vanilla, coffee, tonka bean, pralines, candy, ginger, cinnamon, white floral, and musk. Ooh. It's an elevated, bougie, classy gourmand. It's for you. We made this especially for you. Me and my team, we were listening when you all said that I should make a perfume. And I have been making a perfume over the last year. I just didn't say anything. All right. So y'all pick it up. Sprinkle. What to say when asking for money to start a business? That your Aunt Ethel needs help and don't tell them about your business. Okay? Never tell them your business. Never tell them your business. Never, ever tell them what it's for. Okay? Lie about that. Say it's for something else. Tires, Aunt Ethel, whatever. Something. Don't tell them what it's for. Okay? Because as soon as you become successful, as soon as your business starts picking up, as soon as this, as soon as that, they're going to think they're responsible for it. And you don't want it, darling. So, lie. It's for tires. It's for Aunt Ethel. It's for, I don't know. You said you told him you have expensive taste. You're used to high standard living. And he asked who pays for this lifestyle. He thinks I don't work. What do I say? Say I was raised having nice things, and I was literally spoiled as a child. And I just can't go backwards in lifestyle. A lot of the stuff that I have is from, my parents. Say that. I don't know how old you are. And, most of the past relationships that I was in, I was totally provided for and gifted very nice things. Say that. If you don't work, say you have a good savings because the men that you were with made sure you were financially secure. Or your parents gave you a little money, but you're still saving up because it's not going to last forever. Lie. And tell them you helping Aunt Ethel, so all your money is not going to you. You got to help Aunt Ethel, girl. Make the lie work. Make the lie work. Oh, I grew up and my parents, they spoiled me pretty much. And then, most of my exes literally financially took care of me and I have a really good savings, but I'm helping Aunt Ethel and, she doesn't have a lot of income, so I'm helping her, but, I need to figure out how to keep my savings afloat. Just lie. It's a lie. Just keep, you might have a lot of money, but they don't even know. You said write down your ideas. Exactly. Girl, write down your lore. Aunt Ethel's lore, your lore. Okay, that's what we're calling it. We're not calling it lies anymore. We're calling it lore. All right. Just like all those fictional novels that y'all be reading, all the characters have lore. Now you have lore because you're a character, the main character. So write your lore down. Get your money. Right? Get your money. Why? Because that's what's going to count in the end. Mm-hmm. Will be any difference if I dress up in short dresses or long dresses? Okay. If you don't know, go mid. Oh, shoot. Go midi. Mid lengths. Okay. Don't go too short. Don't go too long. Go middle. If you don't know the answer to that, it's in the middle. Okay. Because short may give off the wrong idea. Long might give off you're older than what you are. So go for a midi. Okay. Or do mix and match it, but make sure it's appropriate. Like if you're going to show leg, you can't show cleavage or a bunch of other skin. And you need to be appropriately proportioned to show that type of leg, because showing leg on figures is not the same as showing leg on other figures, Skinnier women can get away with showing more leg than curvier women can. You know what I mean? So depending on your body type, that's the amount of leg you need to be showing. Appropriate amount of leg compared to not showing anything up here. Okay. If you don't know whether you should go long or short, then go somewhere in the middle. Okay. Thank you. Okay. You said when I bring up Aunt Ethel, you cackle. I know, right? Aunt Ethel is a character herself. She be helping us tremendously. We're gonna have to give her some type of Christmas gift this year. Make sure, ladies, if you're gonna have Aunt Ethel lore, you need to have a fake Aunt Ethel gift under your Christmas tree. So when your man comes over, or when he's saying, who'd you buy gifts for, you need to say Aunt Ethel, because that's gonna be like red flag if you don't. Okay, like I need to shop for Aunt Ethel. If she's still alive. Some of y'all Aunt Ethel ain't alive no more. But if your Aunt Ethel is still alive, you need to have a fake gift under the tree for her. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. It doesn't matter. Okay. You get her a nice scarf. Exactly. J Boopsy. A nice scarf on Ethel. Yeah. What? Okay, oh my gosh, you was not smart. That's your name? Okay. You said you see so many women in super tight clothes looking like a busted can of biscuit. That's funny to me. Yeah, you don't need to be looking like a busted can of biscuits, okay? Stay away from them body cons if you don't have the body to wear them. I definitely agree. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna body shame y'all, but y'all know what y'all be looking like. And nobody got to tell y'all. Don't do it. If rolls are showing, take it off. Period. I'm serious. You can't look classy with rolls showing. You ain't gonna look classy with rolls. You need to find something that's fitted correctly to your body. That's not showing your rolls. Who agrees? If any roll is showing, go back and change. Wonderful. Someone says no rolls, no craters. Put on some tights or some, yeah, do something, baby. Get you a what you call it? A shapewear and some tights and suck it up, ma'am. I'm not joking. Like, I'm literally not joking. No rolls need to be showing. I don't think anything should be jiggling, honestly, either. I think everything needs to be like in place. All right. Spanx. What else? What else out there? Spanx, Skims, something. TikTok shapewear, something. I don't care. Put it on. Nothing should be jiggling and wiggling and rolling. Okay. What? Or well, if if you got natural wiggle, just make sure it's not jiggling. It can wiggle, but it can't jiggle. There's a difference. All right. Wiggle. Okay. Jiggle. No. Wiggle, but no jiggle. And you're skinny and you wear tight shapewear for some smooth look. That's him. Yep. Keep it classy. You have high quality olive body can dress that fits me. What? I work out, then I wear with a cream silk shirt and tights kid heels. I am yet to wear this outfit out. Is it a decent girl? You said olive body? What's olive? Is that circle? Oval? I think as long as you don't look like someone said a bust can of biscuits, I think you're doing fine. Oh, olive color. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. I'm wearing cream. I guess as long as you don't look like no busted can of biscuits, we doing good. All right. If the color is nice, yes. Mm-hmm. Old school people had slips. I have slips. I still have slips. I wore a slip the other day. I have this really nice silky satiny, no, it's silky skirt from Love Shack Fancy. And it's like made out of this really pretty material with lace and stuff. So you have to wear slips under it unless want people to see everything because it is slightly sheer. Mm-hmm. He keeps bringing up as his fantasy having fun with me and another girl, a friend. He's a provider, 50 years old. Any advice? Bring up spending a lot of his money. Maybe he'll start to correlate the two together and thinks he'll get closer to the fantasy if he gets closer to what you want financially. Okay, so say, you know what? I also have a fantasy. You want to hear it? You give me your credit card and you tell me to go buy everything I want in the mall. That's fantasy. That gonna happen? No, I have a fantasy of me and your credit card. You could be there too. That ain't happening? All right. Well, the other thing ain't happening either, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But we can all fantasize now, can't we? All the time, always bring it back to the money. Always bring it back to the money. You bring it back to the money, they're going to see how ridiculous they sound. And if they're not willing to give you your fantasy, why would you be willing to give them theirs? Okay, because you can take that card and go put you a nice car down payment somewhere. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can start doing a nice big business online and buy lots of inventory. You can go tear up the department store and getting designers left and right. You can do so much with that unlimited amount that he told you that you could spend. That is a fantasy in itself. You know what I'm saying? Why should he have all the fun when you're not? Okay. Men are dumb. They think women enjoy rolling around on the mattress as much as they do with other people and all their freaky, nasty fantasies. We like shopping. We like making ourselves look good. We like feeling good about ourselves. We like, that's our fantasy. So if they can't fulfill your fantasy, man, there's no way you're ever going to get close to even thinking about fulfilling theirs. All right. Maybe your fantasy is to have a nice car or a nice home. If they can't do that, then y'all just need to keep dreaming together, hoping and wishing. You understand? Your fantasies are financial. See if he can make them happen first. Then change your mind and you got to go take care of Aunt Ethel, or you just can't bring yourself to do it. But get your financial fantasy taken care of first, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because why should you care more about his fantasy than he cares about your financial fantasy? Start talking about all the money he should be spending. I got a fantasy of you giving me a wad of cash, taking me to the ATM, giving me your credit card. I have a fantasy like that. It's nice. I think about it every day. Oh, and I also have a fantasy about another man that I also know has lots of money that also gives me money. Even though he knows you give me money, he's giving me money too. Okay. He's telling me to go buy whatever I want the same day as you told me to go buy whatever I want. So now I have two men's credit cards and I'm just shopping and spending money and just getting everything I want. It is so nice. Tell me you got two men's credit cards. Let's see how you feel about that and your fantasy. He said men have the audacity and y'all should have it too financially. Tell him you got a fantasy of his rich friend giving you his credit card too. And that you're a dominatrix and you took it from him and they said, yes, mistress. Spend whatever you want. And I get online and I spend it before he can call the card in store. And recorded him saying it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said most women don't want to share their men in the bed. If a man ever asks you that, he don't even like you, girl. If a man asks you to roll around on a mattress with another person involved, he don't even like you. So just get his money and give him false hope, okay? My vibes giving Hallmark Christmas movie. I know, right? All I need is a scarf and a Christmas festival to go to. You said, can I show my coffee coat bag? Girl, this thing. Hold on, let me see. Ugh. All right. So this is like one of my cute little tote purses that I I thought it looked cute with the cream, and I put the little cream accessories, cream and brown accessories on it to match my outfits. Like, it's suede. So I got a little cute bear. I got this little purse from, I think this is from Victoria's Secret. And then I got this little Bath and Body Works latte hand sanitizer thingy. And then I got this Coach bear. So that's what's on there. It's kind of heavy because I got a lot of stuff in there. He said it's a tiramisu purse. Yes, it's giving tiramisu. Mm-hmm. Am I ever gonna create a movie? I don't know, girl. Maybe one day. You never know. I never say never. You never know. Should we give him a gift in December? After you get yours, you give him one that's 10% of what he gave you. So if he spent 1,000, you spend 100. If he spent 100, you spend 10. There you go. That's the ratio. How to make him emotional? Spend his money. The more you spend, the more emotionally attached they become to you. The more money you spend of theirs, the more they invest in you. That's correct. Anyway, so, it's December. Don't let men provoke you that owe you gifts. Don't start or pick fights or arguments with men close to Christmas time so you can get all your good gifts off your roster from whoever, your significant other, your husband, your boyfriend, your side piece, your sneaky link, whoever. Don't start none, won't be none. Get your money, get your gifts, okay? They start to try to argue with you, walk away. Tell them Aunt Ethel needs you. I don't know. But don't get triggered. Don't act stupid and collect all your gifts. And then on December 26th, do whatever you need to do. Okay, ladies. Wonderful. Okay, so now y'all know how some of these dudes are triggering y'all. And y'all don't need to be overreacting, acting all silly, being sad, because y'all know what time it is. They want to save their money. Mm-hmm. You said you asked for $60 perfume prior to meeting. He gave it to me and then he ghosted. What did I do wrong? Nothing, girl. He wants you to chase him. Don't chase. When he comes back around, charge him a re-entry fee. All right? He'll be back. He got you the perfume. He ghosted you. He don't want to buy you no gift for Christmas. All right? When he comes back around, which he will, when he gets bored, he's going to call you up because he bought you a perfume. He still has your number. When he circles back around, he says, hey, how have you been? Are you enjoying the perfume? It's like, oh my gosh, I am. How have you been? I'm so glad you called. I was just manifesting how to get my tires. And here you come. I've already saved up $200. I got to get all four. That. Either he'll disappear again or he'll say, okay, well, I'll help you. Charge him the re-entry fee. It could be anything. Or you don't even have to say hello to him. You can just say, you know what? Unblock fee, unghost fee, re-entry fee. It depends on the relationship y'all have. You want to go to college, but in 3 years, how do I get him to give me the money now while he's still sweet on me? Okay, tell him you're saving up and every little bit helps. Or tell him that you have to help Aunt Ethel, or tell him it's for other stuff that you need right now so he can give it to you and you can save it. So make up little stuff that you need and want right now. It can be in little pieces and start saving it, okay? By the time it's time for you to go, you'll have it. So tell you need something every month. That's the same price. Maybe he can put you on direct deposit. Tell him you need this every month. Tell him make a fake invoice or whatever, make a fake bill up that you need to pay every month. Or keep having stuff and making stuff up so that he keeps continuously to give to you until you have your stuff saved up. Don't tell him what it's for, because he might not want you to go away. So you don't need to tell him what it's for. Some men, they don't want you to leave, so they're not going to help you. So you need to stay, maybe for you to stay. You never know. But get your money, ma'am. He said, ladies, you can't be blunt and verbally demand gifts from a man. It lacks the subtlety, and seduction is an art, not a demand. Okay. Well, it depends on the man. There are men that really like you enough to get you whatever you want. There are men that will be turned off by it, of course. There are different types of men. So if it were me, a lot of times when you ask for a gift and the man delivers it, maybe the response that he got after he delivered the gift wasn't what he thought it was going to be. And maybe that's why he ghosted, So also remember, when you ask for a gift, the response is also very important upon receiving the gift, because it makes him think, do I want to give her more, or does she not appreciate it enough? So you got to get your acting skills together. When you receive the gift, you have to be like, you get your little perfume. He gives you the perfume. You have to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You remembered. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take a picture. Oh my gosh, she got me the perfume. Yes, I love it. It smells so good. Okay, I'm going to call you back. Give him a hug. Thank you so much. I love this. Oh my God. Doesn't it smell good? That's the reaction he wanted, ma'am. That's the reaction he wanted. If this is how you receive the perfume. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love it. Thanks. Okay, what are we ordering? If that's how he received the gift, he's going to be like, this man probably went to Sephora, asked the lady to help him, sniffed the perfume, decided whether he could get the small one or the big one. Then he had to go in there, and the lady asked him if he wanted to sign up for them points, and he didn't know what points was. He said, no, I don't. That man had to go to Sephora and get you this perfume. And all them women passed through all that makeup. You better act right. You better act like it's the best gift ever, so he can want to do it again with more expensive items. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, shock the dummy got it right. What? The way I did that, girl, you got to get your acting skills together. Okay? If you can't act, you ain't going to get no money. Okay? You act like it's the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. Get your Hallmark acting on. Okay? You know how when they open up that little snow globe on the Christmas Hallmark special, they open up their gift and it's that nostalgic thing from their childhood. You got to act like that. You got to. Gosh, I love it. What did you know? Girl, jacked on. He's gonna be excited to buy you something else. I wonder what she's gonna do when I buy her something more expensive than that. What's she gonna do? Twerk? No. She's gonna give you a hug and rub them breasts on my back, on my shoulders, on my chest. What she gonna do? You can get her some jewelry next. What she gonna do for jewelry? She flipped out over a $60 perfume. What you gonna do for this tennis bracelet? You see that reaction. They're gonna live for the reaction. Then they're gonna be like, I got you something. Just thinking about you. For me? I wonder what it is, jiggle booties. I wonder what it is. They're like, let me guess. Oh my gosh. Is it a Christmas ornament? Because we're in a Hallmark movie, right? It's not a Christmas ornament? Oh my gosh. It's too much. It's real? Oh, and this is for me? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. I love it. Oh my gosh. I want to put it on right now. He's gonna look for the reactions. We were the next. He's gonna get you the bracelet, the necklace, or whatever. Some cash money. She locked in when she be acting. I know that's right. You gotta lock in and act. You're 30. Should you be honest about your age? Girl, it don't matter if you're dating old men. 30 is young to them. What? How old are the guys that you're dating? You know what? I never worry about my age because any man I ever go out with or ever went out with after the age of a certain age is old. So it doesn't even matter. I don't deal with no youngsters. Dealing with guys your own age is a pain. So if you're old and if you're not 30 is not even old. So if you're dealing with an older man, they don't even care. Now, if you're dealing with men your own age, that's why you go over there and tell people that you're a different age because they don't, they can't impress women their own age. Right? Most guys that are around your age won't be able to impress you. So that's why you probably have to lie about your age. But if you date older men, your age ain't nothing. It can't. Whatever. You say you find it funny what millennials think is old. Well, if you look good, it doesn't matter how old you are, man. See, with guys, they know that they can't trick you or mentally, play games with you if you're a certain age. So if you just play dumb, you don't really have to lie too much about your age if they think you're stupid. Okay. If you don't feel comfortable lying about your age, feel comfortable playing dumb. Okay. All right. I played dumb the other day. I don't care. I put on my sweet innocent voice. And I was like, okay, so you know how like the batteries in your key fob, if they go out, you can't start your car or unlock your car. Well, I had gotten like my battery notice and I just ignored it. And so I had to go get a battery out of the store the other day, right? And it was so funny. I was walking around all dressed up because I couldn't start my car because I needed a battery for my key fob. And so I was walking and of course a young lady recognized me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Shera, you live here? Oh my God." I'm like, "Yeah, girl, hey, how you doing? Psh, I gotta find a battery." And so I was walking around the grocery store, all dressed up, looking cute, trying to find little round batteries. I didn't know what size to buy because I forgot. And then I had to go and ask a big, strong man to help me get the key fob open so I could see the type of battery that I needed to buy, the number on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm like, I don't know. And so we had to open it up, pop it open, pry it open, look at the battery. And he was like, "Oh, you don't know how to do this?" I said, "No." So he found out the type of battery, or I found out the type of batteries that I had to buy. Then I put it up in. Then I went somewhere else and had the other dude put it in. Anyway, yeah, that's what it is now. At least I remember. At least I'll know for next time. 27, thinking of moving back with your Gma. I live so low. Okay, Aunt Ethel, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now you can use Gma as your Aunt Ethel. Get out of a lot of stuff. Okay. I mean, you're not married, you're single, you ain't got no kids. Who cares? Save your money. You might inherit her stuff anyway. Just one less move. Can you ask the guy to reimburse you for gas on a date? Ma'am, that is ratchet. How far are you driving for this date, may I ask? I don't know, man. Like, y'all doing too much these days. Do you have gas to get to a date? That kind of looks ratchet, baby. 14 minutes? Okay. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you're so poor that you can't afford to drive to your date, you shouldn't be dating. All right. You should be trying to figure out how to get some money before you get dressed and go live, do some leisurely activity. If you were in survival mode, you can't even afford gas money. No, get your priorities in order. Okay. Or go find you an old man that's going to send you some money before he even meets you. I don't know. You, ma'am, you need a roster. You need an old man that's just going to send you money with no questions asked. Okay. That way you don't have to ask people for gas money. All right. Fun things to do in Dallas. I don't live in Dallas, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But y'all can help her out in the comments if you do live in Dallas. If y'all live in Dallas, let her know some fun things to do there, because I don't know. I'm not from Dallas, baby. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not from there, baby. I think I spent more time in New Orleans than I have Dallas. Yeah. Hey, dusting powder is making a comeback again as being classy, clean girl thing. Talk about flashbacks. Should we tell them? Huh? Oh, dusting powder? I've been had dusting powder. I'm old school. It never went out for me because I'm old. But anyway, yes, it is making a comeback. The perfumed dusting powders that smell like your favorite fragrances. They are making a comeback. Yeah. Why not? Use them. Some of them are expensive online, some of them are cheap, depending on what scents you're gonna get. You say you are old? You get an older man to give you money? Yes, good job. Dusting powder, it's from the old school. Okay, so dusting, I even have an antique dusting powder container, and it's made out of glass and it has a mermaid sitting on top. It's really pretty. I found it in an antique shop. And ladies used to buy these dusting powders to put on after showers or baths, and you just pat it on like your belly button, your arms, like, and it's just like a nice soft scented powder. And a lot of perfumes have dusting powders back in the day. So like you would buy Chanel dusting powder, you could buy like whatever scent. They have like drugstore ones, and then they have designer ones. So back in the day, everyone used to use it. And it's like a powder for your body, a fragrance powder to keep you like, fresh and clean and, all that kind of stuff. So they used to use that back in the day. You said Ralph Lauren made some? Yeah. You said it's adult baby powder, basically. Thank you, Miss Divine. That's a good way to put it. It's adult baby powder, basically. And it smells bougie. So, and some have glitter in it. They kind of made, like, y'all know, like those big powder poofs that put out like glitter and bronze on you. It's kind of like that, but with a fragranced powder. And you just dip the puff in the powder. Tips on executing goals while remaining feminine. Don't tell nobody what you're doing until it's done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. Don't tell no one what you're doing until it's done. Keep your mouth closed. Focus on yourself. Get your stuff done. And don't tell nobody. Remain in your feminine. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to stay away from dusty men. Any advice? Yes. You're 24. You need to be dating for lifestyle only at your age. You shouldn't be dealing with no type of dust. No time ever. You're at the age now where you need to be focused on lifestyle and your future. Okay. That means you don't deal with no type of dust. That means you take your little self over to the rich side of town and you socialize over there. You date guys that you meet over there. You hang out over there. You shop over there. You run your errands over there. Just in case you meet somebody, maybe you make a few friends. Maybe a guy asks you to lunch. You do not hang around no type of dust, period. You're too close to the age where you need to be focused on lifestyle only. Okay, you're no longer a child. You shouldn't be dating dust. You get it? You're a grown woman. You need to date according to future generations, lifestyle that you want, and what they can do for you. Okay? You shouldn't be dating for no other reason. You understand me? And you need to get the perfume, Love Potion number 7 by Dust Free Limited as a daily reminder. Spray it on to remind yourself to stay dust free. Okay. And you need to get my books. All of these are available on Amazon. Okay. You need I Bring Nothing to the Table. This is a beginner's guide. Okay. Then you need The Wisdom of SheraSeven, which is daily affirmations, quotes, and this will keep you on track from going and reverting back to any type of dust out there. Okay. You will not want to regress in life. Okay. You need Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Okay. How to Date a Provider and Avoid a Dusty. All of these are available on Amazon. Okay. You need all of these books. I got more. All right. You need Leveling Up to Your Best Life. How to Live a Life of Luxury and Comfort. So you can teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself and how you live and how you surround yourself, what environment you create for yourself. Okay. And then, of course, you need Pretty to Pay Bills by SheraSeven. All right. Of course. And if you like to color and you like manifesting with coloring pictures and manifesting your lifestyle into existence with creativity, you need my Sprinkle Sprinkle coloring book. Okay. If you're trying to start a business, you already got his money. Now you're trying to triple, double, and flip it. You need How to Do What You Love. This is a guide and an idea how to come up with business ideas and how to get your stuff started for little of nothing. Okay. Now there's even more ways to get paid since I've written this book, especially if you're online. So definitely pick that up as well. All right. So get all the books. Get your mind right and no longer entertain dust. Dust has no place in your life as a 24-year-old. It doesn't. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you allow it in there, it's because you are doing it on purpose now because you know better. Okay, thank you officially, Naja. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Same advice. Oh, look, let me tell y'all something. The faster you get over what a man looks like And the faster you get onto what he can do for you and the lifestyle he can provide for you, the better off you will be. All right. I'm just telling y'all. Think about this. Look 10 years into your future. What kind of man are you with, and what can he do for you? That's how you need to move, man. That's how you need to move. Because every decision you make is going to affect your future. Okay? Look at some of these ladies that are telling y'all. Don't entertain no dust. There's no room for it. Level up your looks. Go get you a man that can do something for you. Thank you. Put yourself in the environments to be able to meet them. Get out of the environments. Don't date where you don't want to live, baby. Do not date where you do not want to live. Date where you want to live. Get over there. Do you hear me? Do not date where you don't want to live. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you got too obsessed with social media and men's comments about women have ruined your self-esteem and my reality, how to stop. Go out in the real world where nobody can comment under your picture or under your feet. Go out into the real world where there's real chemistry, there's no filters, and you look good and you're the best looking one in the room. Let me tell you something. Go anywhere right now. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be the best looking thing there. There ain't going to be no baddies or no Instagram baddies around me. There's not going to be no models around. There's not going to be no filtered AI, things to click on. There's not going to be nobody commenting on how I look. You know what I'm saying? So go out into the real world. Chances are you're going to be attractive, period. All right? There's nothing to compare you to besides the other average mundane chick down the street. All right? Look good, baby. Look good, feel good, smell good. Get out of social media if it's ruining your self-esteem. It don't ruin mine. I just be getting good tips. I'll be like, ooh, I like that eyeshadow. Oh, that's nice. I don't compare myself to other women because I'm not them and they can never be me, period. I'm the main character of my life. And I just make myself better each day. I don't compare myself to other people. I don't care what men think. Men will say anything. Men will sleep with a turkey. Men will put a paper bag over your head and roll around on the mattress with you. Men will sleep with a whole nother man in prison. Okay, so why do you care what they think, baby? Like I said on my last video, they had to make laws to keep men from sleeping with animals. So do you really need their validation? Know your value and go get your money. Go to the rich side of town and do it. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Corvette girl. Thank you, girl. Okay. Yeah, I'll literally be taking their opinion seriously when they'll sleep with anything. All right. Come on now. You smarter than that. You way smarter than that, baby. And half of them dudes on the DL anyway. So who cares? Thank you. Once you categorize all men as only wanting one thing from you, a dusty to provide is build your confidence. Yeah. Think about this. Let me tell y'all a secret, ladies. No matter how bad you look, a man will still try to sleep with you. That don't mean they want to pay for you. That don't mean they want to invest in you, though. That means that they may not want to be seen out publicly, but they will roll around on the mattress with you no matter how trashy and ugly you look. Because that's who they are. Okay, that's how Pick Me should keep hope alive. Because they'll roll around with Pick Me and won't take her nowhere, but will come and pay your bills. Okay, I'm telling y'all what I know. Stop putting so much emphasis on what a man thinks because look, they will sleep with anything. Just get their money and don't date no dust. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they got to keep them away from dead bodies. They sure do. So y'all are looking for validation from from what? Y'all need to have your own self-esteem and stop comparing yourself and worry about the opinions of men who will sleep with a corpse or a turkey or anything moving. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you don't sleep with fridges, so you have a standard. Okay, let me ask you a question, the human chapter. If you were locked up in prison and your only option was a refrigerator of a woman or a fly, you know, gay man that took care of himself and had a six pack, who you going for? The prison guard is a woman, but she's a refrigerator of a woman. Or you got your little cellmate over there that be working in. Who you going for? What if he can talk in a nice voice? Hi, how you doing? Who you going for? I always wondered that. Would a man go for a less attractive woman or a more attractive man? Because I know most of y'all was on the deal. So what y'all doing? Is it the hole in the wall? You know, they're silly. See, you got me acting silly. Anyway. Well, I'm sure, I don't know, whatever answer you choose, that's between you and whoever. Good for you. I gotta go. You said they're going for the men. You never know. You never know. They don't like certain types of women, but they'll take a man. They look decent. I don't know. You never know. Said Diddy. All right, y'all, I gotta go. But thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate you. Make sure you get the perfume. Make sure you get the books. The holiday season is here. Gift your local Pygmisha my books. Get yourself or the perfume or put it on your wish list. Do something. Make sure you're dust free this new year that's coming up. Don't argue with any men during the month of December because you know you got to get your gifts. You can argue with them on December 26th after you got your gifts. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Uh-oh, I got one more question, then I gotta go. He lived 3 hours away and wants to see me. Good. Let him drive 3 hours to see you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he like you more, he'll come to you and he'll have some money in his hand. All right. We ain't being Pygmishas this year or next year. Okay. He'll come to you with money in hand. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I will see y'all later. Happy holidays, y'all. I know I look like I'm getting ready to go walk down the street in a Hallmark movie and, you know, go to the Christmas festival. But, y'all stay warm. Bye.